The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this.
Yo, I know people take my word as bond. Again, this is just a rumor, but people, I was talking to somebody, or somebody hit me in the comment section. They was talking about, yo, you talking Demarcus Cousins to the Cavaliers? You sound crazy. That's not happening. The Cavs don't have cap room. And I had to slow him down. I said, whoa, wait a minute. This trade could happen. This is not just something that's unrealistic. Let me make this clear. Demarcus Cousins to the Cleveland Cavaliers could happen come February. What are you talking about, Taliaferro? Well, the Cavaliers are currently pursuing another pick out of the Boston Celtics in this Kyrie Irving trade. Whether they get that pick or not, they already got one pick. They got Brooklyn's pick. But if they get another pick, which would be Sacramento's pick for next year's draft, the Cavs will be in the driver's seat. So regardless, you could offer, theoretically, let's say we get to the trade deadline. I'm just guessing here how things are going to play out, looking at the West and Eastern Conference. The Cavs are probably going to be number 2 in the East around the trade deadline, number 2 or number 3. Regular season is not as important to them as the playoffs. I think that team's going to have a lot of injuries, to be honest with you. But if they can get to the playoffs, that's all that matters. At the number 2 or number 3 seed, they can win against any team on the road, right? LeBron can win on the road against any team. If you get to the playoffs around the trade deadline, if you're number 2 or number 3, here's where we're at with it. The Pelicans will probably be number 9 or 10 in the Western Conference. It's just nowhere to, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know how they make the playoffs. Even with Rondo, I don't know. I haven't sat down and just did my basketball standings. I got football in front of me right now. I just doubt the Pelicans make the playoffs. So at that point, at the trade deadline, DeMarcus Cousins is a free agent this offseason. So you traded for DeMarcus Cousins, you traded Buddy Hield and all that for him, but you realize, man, hey, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis, that's probably just not going to work out. If they can't make the playoffs now together, we took a chance. We tried to show Anthony Davis that we're making moves. That probably won't work out. So what can we do to make our team better? I don't want to lose DeMarcus Cousins for nothing in the offseason, even though I believe personally DeMarcus would want to stay there. By that point, I'm pretty sure DeMarcus will have like 10 technical fouls. The Pelicans, New Orleans might be tired of him. So they might be ready to move DeMarcus Cousins in February. You look up, who's interested in making a trade? Well, if you know you're getting DeMarcus Cousins on a rental, you got to be thinking contenders are going to be one to make a trade for DeMarcus Cousins. Who's going to be a contender? Any team LeBron James is on is always a contender. So the Cleveland Cavaliers probably reach out. And I'm thinking a trade right now on the top of my head. Maybe you go Kevin Love, depending on how he plays this season. And I think Kevin Love and Anthony Davis could play better together than DeMarcus and Anthony Davis would. You go Kevin Love and that Brooklyn pick. So maybe the Pelicans don't want Kevin Love, but they'll take him for salary cap purposes because of that Brooklyn pick. And you get your hands on that Brooklyn pick. That's probably going to be the number 1 pick, and you might be able to go out to Porter or whoever is going to be number 1 in the draft next year. So now Kevin Love, his trade stock just went through the roof, right? So if you're any team out there, if you're the Pelicans, yes, we'll take Kevin Love as long as we can get a number 1 pick, which will probably be it will probably be number 1 with Brooklyn. They're going to be god awful this year. So yes, this trade could happen. Don't sleep. And if the Cavs are able to pry more weapons out of Boston in the next couple days, man, it's more and more likely that the Cavs are going to make a huge move at the deadline. Maybe sooner. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be closer to the deadline. And they're going to go all in if this is LeBron's last hoorah in Cleveland. You know that's going to be the story all year. So you got to believe that's going to be a huge... That's a huge possibility for both teams. Yes. So DeMarcus Cousins to Cleveland. It might sound crazy now, but he'll be one of the guys come deadline he'll be hot. His name will be hot. Trust me.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent
the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on Itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.